Hello and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we had a little bit of a shorter episode, but this time it should be a full-length thing. And we're going to start by reading some mail. What have we got? Got a help message and we got open investigation. Let's have a look at that. Oh, let's also sort by latest just for these two for right now. Cool. So open investigation. Dear citizen, we've received a number of complaints about your business in recent months, and believe that it is time we opened a formal investigation in accordance with the Public Health Act and Civilian Protection Order. Any attempts on your part to hinder such an investigation or to flee Baldur's Gate during the investigation period will be held in contempt of the Council. Regards, the Flaming Fist. Help. What in the hells did you do to me? My limbs are moving of their own volition. My blood boils like it's burning oil and I haven't slept for 10 days thanks to the goddamn voices. You need to fix this. Alright. Oh yeah, also our blood now like explodes or something? That's new.
Just out of view.
That's the wrong button. What button was that? I was trying to hit this button. So is this actually in here somewhere? Is this a new feature? Unstable blood. Your blood is now highly flammable and will explode in contact with fire. Lovely. Lovely. Anyway, I think it's time that we start with a level up. So let's do that. So, level up to level 12. We must be hitting max level, because I thought I'd heard that around level 11 was where you could end the game at. So, I guess max probably is 13, I would guess. I think it's one of these ones where there's no max level, if that makes sense. But there's like a max amount of XP that you could possibly get, which kind of sets the max level, if that yeah, that probably makes sense. Anyway, we get a new feat at this level. Okay. Well, there's no point putting points into Dex. I think we're probably in the armor we're going to end the game in. There is probably a point in putting a singular point in Con. But how often does our health drop that low? Not that often anymore. Let's see what options we've got. So, ability improvement. I don't think there's a purpose to doing that. Unless maybe we want to put 2 in charisma, but even then I'm like, nah. Actor. I don't think we need that. Alert. I do like not being surprised, but we always go first in combat anyway. Well, basically always go first. Crossbow expert. When you make crossbow attacks within melee range, not important for us. When attacked while wielding a finesse weapon you're proficient with, you can use reaction to add your proficiency bonus to your armor class. Not interested. I would much prefer to keep our reactions for double hitting with our dual wielding weapons. Dual wielder. We can choose to not dual wield just our daggers. We could potentially go to other weapons, but our weapons are insane, so that's fine. It would give us a +1 to armor class, but I don't think that's important. You gain advantage on perception checks made to detect hidden objects. Now, I do like this one. I do like that one a lot. That's potentially good. Con. So this one is a 1 to your con. So that's not terrible, and you regain full hit points each time you take a short rest. So that would give us a little extra tankiness, basically. And it would mean that we're always going to be full health when we do a short rest, which is pretty nice. Don't have spells. When you land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn. This isn't important for us because we already make melee attacks as bonus actions. Yeah, this is important if you've got one weapon and you're attacking and your bonus action is kind of like a little odd. Like Lae'zel is perfect for this one because she's just got a bonus action that's just kind of there. I mean, if you're not using it to get into range of the enemy, it's kind of unused. This is really useful on her. Not so useful on us. Yeah, don't need that. Lucky, I don't think we need that. It might be useful, but I don't think we need it. None of those. Don't want those. Mobile. Your movement speed increases, and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down when you dash. If you move after making a melee attack, you don't provoke attacks of opportunity. I don't think that's us either. Performer? No. No. We don't use a polearm. Resilient would allow us to become proficient in Constitution's saving throws. Now that is intriguing. That is actually pretty good. I think that might be better than durable. That's pretty good if we want to get that point in con, because that would then give us proficiency in both dex and con, which is quite nice. And there's something else we get with proficient things, isn't there? I thought we got something else with proficient things. I can't remember. It might be another character. But we're also proficient in intellect already as well. So we'd have 3 things we're proficient in, which is quite nice. Ritual Caster, not interested. Sentinel, not interested, because that's Lae'zel's right now, and there's no point in having 2. Don't use the shield. No. Nope. 2 for every level you've gained. Nope. Although I think Con gives you 1 per level. So that means we would get 12. This is effectively saying we would get 24 hit points instead of 12. So basically then you're asking for something like Resilient, is it worth getting 12 hit points, or is it better to get the proficiency and... Yeah, or is it better to get the proficiency, or is it better to get the ability to full heal? Right, that's effectively your question you're asking, I think. Honestly, Resilient seems really good. My only argument against it is that Dungeon Delver is also incredible. Like, I think Dungeon Delver is pretty incredible, but in theory, as long as we have someone with high wisdom around, then that's not going to be a problem for us. The problem with this, right, is that perception checks are based upon a wisdom roll, right? And this only gives you advantage. So advantage is never going to increase our max bonus. So our max bonus is +1 plus whatever we've got in perception, which might be pretty good, but it's not going to be as good as somebody who's just walking around with like 18 wisdom, right? It's not, and proficiency in perception. Like for them, that would be a lot more valuable. Let's maybe take, I think I'm going to take Resilient. I think Resilient plus Con is really good. We don't get a proficiency bonus already. That means we're going to get a plus, yeah, we're going to get +4. Is that right? Yeah, so we're going to get an additional +4 on our Con ability checks, which is pretty nice. Or ability saving throws, I should say. Yeah, I think that's good. Right, next. Next we have Karlach. Ooh, so what's this? An extra rage? Additional rage. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't use any of her rages anyway. Let's see, so her strength is maxed. There is pretty much no way that we can increase that, right? Yeah, not this way. Okay, Dex Con is definitely an argument for that there, so that would give you an extra +1. Give you better initiative and armor class, and then Con will give us a better hit point thing. Okay, and both of those would help with the saving throws, so like ability improvement 1 in each of those is definitely a thought. Just gonna quickly scan through some of these that we've already looked at. Savage Attacker is also really nice. She uses melee weapons quite a lot, although we prefer her with her ranged thing. Although we're having trouble actually using that. I don't think I need the extra attack with the butt of my weapon. The opportunity attack when the target comes within range is nice though, potentially. Let's think about that. That's potentially good. Yeah, don't need any of this. Might drop out of this for a second just to have a look. But yeah, I think our options are basically, do we want ability improvement or do we want Polearm Master? For me, those are the obvious two. Let's just double check something. Because this is probably her weapon to the end of the game. It's a trident. Is a trident a polearm? That's the question. I would describe what she is using as a polearm. Personally, I would describe it as a polearm. But, is it? When attacking with a glaive, halberd, quarterstaff, or spear. No, a trident is not a polearm. Alright then. Ability improvement. I'll take 1 in Dex, 1 in Con. Thank you very much. There we go. Also, let me just double check her equipment. Oh. Yeah, okay, this is fine. We'll come out of there for a second. I just want to check your equipment. So this is dexterity bonus limited to +2. You now have +2, so that was just simply an armor class increase. Wonderful, and then the additional hit points, obviously. Jaheira. So Jaheira gets a new feat. Now, Jaheira is definitely somebody who Dungeon Delver makes a lot of sense for. She's got a lot of wisdom, so that could help. The problem is that she Wisdom is her spellcasting thing, and it is sitting tantalizingly close to the next bonus. Is there anything that I think we must have had a look. Yeah, there's nothing. There must be nothing that actually increases wisdom. I'm sure that I would have taken it if there was. Yeah, so I've been through this exact same thing before where I look at this and go, well, it's not good enough to take it for 1. Like, for 1 point. This is, like, just not good enough. But there's no other way to increase it. Okay. In which case I do like Dungeon Delver. I think that is actually very good on her. Let me just check. Has she got a proficiency? Let's do some having a look at. Let's have a look at these. So let's do a tab on that. And go to character sheet. There we go. I barely go into here, but what I want to have a look at is, see, we're +5. Jahira is currently only a +3. She does not have proficiency, or she does not have that. Yeah, she does not have proficiency in perceptions. That's actually not as good for her. It would have been better for Karlach, actually. Interesting. We actually have the same. Yeah, it's also same for us here. Interesting. I guess because we're taking proficiency. Really, we need somebody with wisdom and proficiency. I could make her proficient in it. There must be a way of doing that, right? Potentially. We could try and do proficiency in, like, perception, medicine, survival. Things that I'm missing a little bit here. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's see if we can do that. Because I think, is it not skilled or something? Skilled. There we go. So I could potentially go perception, medicine, survival, something like that. Yeah, you know what? I think that's pretty good. It gives her a +7 to perception checks. Now, is it the advantage that we have on Dungeon Delver? No. But a +7 means that she's got a high chance of... She can discover anything up to like a +26. Like, then. The reason I'm not saying +27 is because a 20 is a pass either way. So she can get like up to +26 fairly easily. Yeah, and that gives her very high chance of getting anything below DC 17, because that's 50-50. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Then medicine and survival are checks that we don't have currently. I mean, I don't know how often survival's going to come up, but we don't have them, so let's get her to fill in some of those skills. Wonderful. And Will. Okay. Ooh, he gains a new Eldritch Invocation and a new spell. Oh ho ho. These are just good. What do we want? Maybe Hold Person. Gives you a really good Hold Person because it levels up to the max level. Potentially. I was warned that potentially I want Dimension Door. I don't really use it, but I don't really use any of his spells apart from Eldritch Blast and Counterspell right now. Let's maybe take Dimension Door. Eldritch Invocation. So we currently have the book, which gives us some extra spells. Yeah, and they don't expend spell slots, and I've never used them. Agonizing Blast. Okay. Yeah, Mage Armor we can cast. I don't remember if I did actually cast it for him. I should double check that. Yeah, I don't really want Bane. One with Shadows, Disguise Self. False Life. No. No. None of this is really what I want here. Nope. 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 I don't want like a single spell. Conjure Elemental is interesting. Your melee attacks deal additional necrotic damage equal to your charisma modifier. That's actually quite nice. That synergizes with some of what we were doing with him here. That gives him a +5 on his melee attacks for damage. That's pretty nice. Yeah, actually, I think I like that one. And then feat. So he has Performer. Wait, does he never had a second feat? Wow. Okay, well, I'm taking Spell Sniper. You learn a cantrip. The number you need to roll a critical hit with spells is reduced by 1. He attacks 3 times every turn with a spell. I don't care what cantrip he learns. It's not important. It's the fact that he attacks 3 times every turn with a spell, up to 6 times in a turn. If we reduce that number, let's say he needs to roll a 20 to crit right now, right? So if he needs to roll a 20 to crit, that's 5% chance. We lower that by 1, it's now a 10% chance. So it's a 10% chance 6 times in a row. Now, it's not 100% likely to happen, but it should mean that every 10th hit, we are in theory critting, right? Just logically. In 2 turns, we can in theory do 9 hits. Like, it's pretty good, I would say. I like that. And then here, like, this does not matter at all. I guess I'll take Thorn Whip because it's kind of useful. I mean, this isn't useful. This isn't useful. This isn't useful. I mean, I guess we could drag something. I could see a world where we could use it. Would we use it? Probably not, but, you know. I can see a world where we could. It's not impossible. Yeah, so that gives us a couple extra utility spells on him here. He's going to do a lot more damage. You've got better generalized skills, which is nice.
Attention.
Yeah, you're better, and you're better. Cool. I think we're happy with that. Let's do a quick save. And now, I think we're going to continue exploring. Now, we got a lot of stuff about the counting house. Like, Jaheira was talking about the counting house non-stop when we were in here. I'm just trying to see if we can see it in here. It's all the way down there? Why was she talking about the counting house when we were in here? Oh, I guess because we spoke to her. Yeah, never mind. I triggered that dialogue. Now, we have another question. Do I want to go into this person's basement? Yes, yes. All I have to do is wait for her to leave.
Imagine the look on
Wait, did she patrol?
face.
Please patrol.
I feel like I'm going to die.
She does patrol. Wonderful. Quick save. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can't see me. You're going upstairs.
Can't risk being in open view.
Did that work? Think so. The Sanguine Library. Not library, laboratory. Oh my lord. My reading comprehension gets worse every episode. I do apologize. It's merely because I'm reading it wrong. I know, it's not right, but there we have it. Wait, nobody else did a perception check?
Such authority.
I'm trying to stand where she said to stand for the perception. Over here?
At least
Okay.
things have stayed interesting.
I don't like that. Difficulty class 20. So Jaheira rolled a 3. Is that correct? Or lower than a 3, sorry. Wait, Jaheira rolled a 6. Plus proficiency, plus wisdom. 13. Yeah, no, that's correct. No, that's correct. She would have had to have rolled a 13 to pass. Never mind. I was misreading it for a second. Yeah, the chances of will passing that were about 0, but that's okay. We'll just get hit by the trap. Okay. Grab all of these. Want all the alchemy ingredients for when I eventually do alchemy and get really into that. Right, sort by type. Let's find our books. Yep, and then we're going to send them to camp. How did I know it was our books causing the issue? It's always our books causing the issue. We have too many books. There we go. So send all of those to camp. That didn't actually completely fix it. We're going to send these to Karlach. Send all... Actually, I'm going to send all of this to Jaheira. There we go. Oh yeah, we got more in here. Send this junk to Jaheira as well. And then we'll send this junk to Jaheira. And all of that to Jaheira. There we go. That kind of helps us a little bit. Sort by type. There we go. We should probably sell stuff at some point, but anyway. Beholder Iris. We'll have... Whoa!
There's a trap.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Out the room. Careful now, guys. Careful. Okay. Grab that. Start grabbing everything out of all of these. And we'll get into whatever's happening in there. Okay. fine. Spider leg. Big spider. Just, well, I'd assume so. Or, you know, tiny body, very large legs. Can I disarm this? Yeah, let's do that. One of those. Nice. And then do the same over here. That's horrifying, what's in the corner. Also, I just realized that we didn't get a tadpole thing from this lady, despite her being in Moonrise. It's a little odd, you would think, wouldn't you? Yeah, especially as she's not like, wait a second, weren't you the person who betrayed everyone at Moonrise? I guess she just doesn't care. It's not like, you know, her problem. If she didn't have a tadpole, then she really doesn't care. She might not have had one, I suppose. I can't remember if she had one or not. I assume she doesn't. Oh, she might have been trying to get one. Yeah, there was a lot of people trying to get one there. So she might just be chill with us. In fact, does she even know we're a true soul? She probably does, but anyway. It's fine, we'll lockpick this. Okay. Wonderful, what's in here? Yeah, nothing. Okay. Mind Flayer parasite specimen. I'm carrying them around with me, right? In one of these backpacks. Yeah, well, at least I have one in here. I think I put them somewhere else. I can't remember who has them right now. That's okay. Sort by type, maybe, that'll appear at the top. Sort by weight, then it'll almost certainly appear at the top. Nope. Okay, sort by latest. Yeah, do that. And then which one is it? Is it this one? Yes. Yes, it is. There we go. Right, sort by type. That's much better. Right, spectator. Nothing on it. Bottle rack. Some stuff. There's some wine. Stained towels. Definitely want those. Okay, breakthrough at last. The sample of blood that adventurer gave me was a rare find. It is hot, ready, unyielding. After spinning it for an hour, it didn't separate. After boiling and recondensing it, it reformed exactly the same as it was. I think its droplets will be willing to attach themselves to even the trickiest of substances. Liquid gold, sal, sulfur, and mercury, hair, chalk, and clay. It'll make a special brewer able to adapt to any elemental quality, but which to choose. Interesting. Also, we could have given her Astarian's blood before, but we didn't. So I wonder what the consequences of that are. Maybe we need to go bring Astarian to her. You know, find out. There might be nothing, but we can always do that when we go see Castor. Giant spider. Might see where you locked it up. I mean, that kind of looks like something, but I don't think it is. Is that it in here? That is indeed it. Okay. Interesting. Well, that's fine. I told them not to follow me, right?
A little more work on my notes, and House of Blodger will be restored.
Oops. Follow me. And they're gonna be like, why did you go down there? You weren't allowed down there.
Look on Molds' face.
Never mind, we're fine. I thought that was a door. That's why I was trying to mouse over it. Right. Hello, I didn't steal all your stuff. But you do have less stuff down there than you had before. Cool. Moving on. So we're following this path around. But I was kind of having this as my end point. So we're going to turn left at the end of this path. That's just a refugee. Yeah, so we're not going in here. I guess we're stopping. We're just stopping before we go in there. Yeah, okay. Mailbox. Rat trouble? Got rat trouble? Not for long. Hire Stompin' Boars the rat catcher and get your troubles are over. Small rats, big rats, giant rats, rabid rats, any kind of rats. Boar stomps them all. Reasonable rates. Corpses and rat pellets removed at no extra charge. References upon request. Okay, see when it said rates, my mind broke because I was like, that should say rats.
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park, lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Well, legally, I'm allowed to open your door. So I will. There we go. What happened here? Something has gone horribly wrong. Alright, everybody get in here. Yeah. Now I'm going to shut the door. What is going on here? What happened to you? Don't know. Okay. No loot on you either. There's a hatch downstairs. Okay. Molly wine. There's Molly wine gobs in there. I do some of them have very weird names. Okay. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I was gonna do his buffs because I forgot to do them. That's fine. There we go. Next combat, he's gonna be well set. I might have done them and he might have lost them when he died, but I actually don't think I did them at all. Parkkeeper's chores. Warning, check for fallen branches and blocked paths. Polish benches, unlock gates, clean ponds. Afternoon, rake leaves, pest control, repaint signage, final rounds and lock up. Okay. Book Draft Volume 2. Seems to be a second volume in a series written by an amateur novelist. The title on the cover, Love in Shadowed Lands, is crossed out. The ebony-haired woman notices Roa's gaze and crosses the grove, winking, smiling, as she stands by the druid's side. I don't usually wear it out in the open, she says, tapping the brooch on her cloak, a crescent moon and heart pinned to her chest, except for special occasions. What's a harper doing in a grove of Sylvanus? Roa asks. Not just one, she gestures to a group by the sacred pool. We're generally more cloak and dagger, she continues, thwarting tyrants and protecting the realm is best done in secret. But you lot have a fight on your hands, and we're here to help. Since when do the Emerald Enclave need a bunch of harpers? Roa says. You haven't heard? She laughs, her laugh tinkling like a bell. Strap in, sweetie. We're about to take on the Dark Justiciars, their demented leader, Ketheric Thorm, and if we're very lucky, Shar herself. Interesting. So whoever wrote this book knew a lot. They actually knew what was happening then. Okay. So this ranger might be a harper. Book Draft Volume 4. Shadow Kiss. Get out of here, Roa whispers, clutching his side. Blood pours from his fingers, a final gift from Ketheric's blade. I'm not leaving you, as Celine sobs, blue eyes filling with tears. Roa cups her face. I won't make it out in time, but you can. Celine presses her forehead against his. Her ebon hair falls forward, forming a curtain that envelops them both. Roa closes his eyes, a smile lifting his lips as her scent, wild roses, washes over him. That grappling hook, you still have it? He asks. Of course, why do you? With the last of his strength, Roa pushes her from the balcony. He watches her pull the hook from her pack and expertly throw it, swing gracefully to the ground. Mighty crack splits the floor beneath him as the tower crumbles. He smiles contently. Celine was safe. That's all that mattered. Epilogue. Selfish bastard, Celine says, kicking the base of the grave. Balson places a comforting hand on her shoulder. He was the greatest of us, Balson says, a towering behemoth of a druid, although not as tall as Roa. We will forever honor him, for he single-handedly broke Shar's hold on the land and helped. A different hand appeared beneath the final entry. Rowan, you had one job. This is not a historical record of what happened. It is poorly written romance with no basis in fact. If I ever see the name Balson again, I will personally feed you to Orm. Halson. Wait a second. Halson was giving notes on his book? What? I would love to get Halsin's opinion on that if he wasn't currently imprisoned by Baal. Yeah. Yeah. If he wasn't, you know, currently like that, I suppose. Yeah, it could mean there's a druid who knows Halsin here, which is interesting. Doesn't explain why there's quite so many bodies here, but, you know.
Wonder what's past this.
Let's go down here. Let's find out. I guess, you know, a groundskeeper being a druid does make a level of sense. Why? What happened here? Why are there so many dead? And why can I speak to none of them to ask them what's happened? I mean, like, yeah, because they'd be glowing, right? Well, that's a mind, yeah, that's a Mind Flayer. Okay, so you'd assume the Absolute were here, maybe. Is this the remains of the Harpers, maybe? Trying to figure out what this actually is. Like, you know how there were other Harper groups in the city and the doppelgangers got them all? This could be their remains, I suppose. Interesting. Also, I assume you can come, well, I mean, you can almost certainly come here with Halsin, right? You just never do a long rest and then you could easily come here with Halsin. Like, one way or another. On our run, if we hadn't long rested, we would have had Halsin in theory. Unless he drops off when you change area, but still. Yeah. We could have found out more here from him, but I don't know. Anyway, let's read this. The effigy of Sendai, who made herself many. What use her multitude? She thought herself a warrior, but only her blood soaked the soil. Blows an exaggerated signature written in blood or in the red. Okay, Earth Elemental. Or maybe this is how she found out enough about Halsin to, you know, pretend to be him for long enough. You know, find the druids who he knows. What's going on in here? There's still more dead.
This body, a sacrifice or some kind of display?
Yeah, this is definitely weird. There's Abyssal Gavin, not to be confused with non-Abyssal Gavin. Very different people. Okay. Grab the dagger. Grab that. I'm going to do a quick save, and then I'm going to walk into the circle. I know there are other routes that we can take to the sides here, but this is what we're going to do. Okay. Oh, clown severed
Judging
leg.
by the state of the leg, this must be part of the clown.
And then Sendai, yeah, okay. Can I pick up the body? I didn't really want to pick it up, I just wanted to move it from the circle. There we go. Okay. Yeah, no idea what's happening here. No idea what has happened here. I mean, obviously Orin the Red was here, but why? She must have had somebody she wanted to kill here. But again, like, who was the target? The Sendai people? As in the one that, for the letter. Let's read the letter again. Sendai the Third. What use her multitudes but only her blood soaked the soil. Okay, I don't know. She just found these people who thought they were warriors and decided that she would kill them, I guess. Doesn't have a reason. She just wanted to do it. Maybe they were going to be a problem, and now they're not. Alright, maybe we'll find out later. Maybe somebody will ask where one of these people, you know, is, and then we'll be like, yeah, I know. They're in the huge blood pile in the floor. Alright, let's speak to these two, and then we'll head back down.
You one of Tamrin's friends? Well, we haven't seen him. He did a runner one night, never came back. You won't find him here.
Who's Tamrin?
You aren't a stonemason by any chance? Nah, suppose not.
Nah, I'm not. Okay. Sure. Sure, whatever. Let's head this way. Right. Oh, an outhouse. We can open that. Might be all sorts in there. Oh, there's a dirty toilet seat in there. Well, you know, sometimes there's exactly what you expect, really. I'm just working out where we need to go from here. So from here, this is our next location. Just working out how to leave this area. Yeah, so we've been to Beehive. So now what we want to do is spoken to you. Yeah, because it was you as well. So now we have two choices. We can head down this way to go down like that, or we can head up here. This will take us towards investigate the murders. Sure, let's head towards that. Then we get rid of the dribbles, the clown stuff. Okay.
The Blushing Mermaid.
Hello.
Not my preferred drinking hole, dear readers.
Hey, wait.
In fact,
He's the guy who
bold
wrote all the
may be
books.
Perfect word to describe this tavern.
Hello.
The Blushing Mermaid is an adrift shipwreck in more ways than one. For starters, excuse me, I must return to my work. The Baldur's Mouth Tavern Review doesn't write itself.
Never mind. I thought he was one of the travel writers, but maybe I'm mistaken, or maybe he is, and he has multiple things that he does.
One last binge is just what we needed. Because tomorrow, we wake up as flaming fists.
Oh, do you?
Oh, that plum prosecco. Oh, gods, never again. Never again. Solemn oath, solemn vow, solemn...
Hello.
And now he's Bonds, Dickon. You're wasted. Wasted.
Haha. Alright, head this way.
What's the matter with
And
you,
we'll just
Fresh?
follow this along the edge here. Oh wow, there's nothing else going on here. So what's this one? Is this the Blushing Mermaid? It is, okay. Hello.
If everyone made room for a few more, there'd be no refugee crisis. City'd be better for it too.
Fair point. Hello.
New to the city, are you? Don't worry. It's not as scary as it seems.
Okay, I mean, people do try and kill me fairly regularly. So, like, I mean, for me, it's kind of a little bit scary, I would guess. Just thinking, we could head in there, but there's no real reason to right now. Let's head this way. Okay, these are on the other side, but none of them are really important. Yeah, there's the creased missing poster, but the rest of them aren't that important there. Right. So we got stuff that leads us to this house. Interesting. So that is where the murder target and chase down the serial killers is. Okay, let's have a look here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh no, actually that's fine then. So what have we got? Concerning the future of Baldur's Gate. Dear Master Gulbraith, word has been brought to Candlekeep that Baldur's Gate is under threat, and that there are those who claim that the Mind Flayer plot is being driven from within the city's own seats of power. As a leading expert in Mind Flayers and counter illithid strategies, we would like to consult with you that we may pool our resources to destroy such a plot before it takes root. Leave word for us at the lodge and we will arrange a time and date. The first reader. Letter of thanks. Dear Master Gulbraith Stredivas, I wanted to write to thank you. You see, you saved my life. I recently had the great misfortune to encounter a Mind Flayer. I had been tracking it with my friends when I found myself alone in a clearing, wandering straight into its path. The creature had me cornered, its tentacles were closing on my mind, but something in me refused to submit. I remembered your words. The greatest thing you can do is offset a Mind Flayer's designs upon you is to have allies, and with what would surely be my last breath, I called out to them. They rushed to my aid and freed me from the monster's grasp. It's thanks to them that I was able to survive, but thanks to you that I remembered them, for it was that nugget of thought that you planted that I was able to recall at the very moment when all was lost. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I shall be sure to buy many copies of your book that others may consider themselves similarly armed. With gratitude, a fan.
Enter those for whom justice and truth are thine guiding lights.
I suppose, yeah. Justice and truth aren't that far from our guiding lights. And immediately I was like, but I could go down this hatch. Alright, up the ladder. Hello, Goldbraith. From Candlekeep. Or friend of Candlekeep.
He has twice the kills you did at that age. He knows the 7 major arteries, the blind spots, everything. That Mind Flayer is done for.
What are you talking about?
Forgive me, I was speaking to myself. A habit solitude has encouraged.
Ah, yeah.
Goldbraith Stredivas, Mind Flayer Hunter. My son is tracking one of the beasts as we speak.
Okay, does your son need any help?
No. The more minds for an illithid to feast on, the greater the risk. As I know too well. I tried to save another and wound up retired. Permanently. My son has taken up the mantle. He fights tooth and nail every single day. I only pray it's enough. That I've done enough.
Okay. You've done your part. Let us take it from here. We know how to deal with them.
It is rare to meet someone who doesn't fear Mind Flayers. You remind me of an old friend. A hero of his time. Here. He gifted me this. Call it thanks for setting me at ease. They won't win, you know. The Mind Flayers. Not with my son fighting the good fight. And you.
Oh, I got this trusted shield? What does that do? Protection from missiles. Cool. Can I speak to you more? Or are we like done?
Go on. You have Mind Flayers to kill.
Yes, but you didn't tell me where they were. There's rather important information, I would think. But anyway, guess I'm going to leave and to break into your basement. Okay, well.
All right.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Time to skulk about.
Do our save.
Best be on my way.
Wait. And lockpick.
Don't give me trouble now.
I thought that was him running to be like, you're breaking and entering. But no, it was merely the Dryad. Okay, well that's a fake wall. Yup. You don't even need a perception check, it's just a fake wall. It's so obvious, it's like, yeah, that's fake. Okay. Gonna need to send all these potatoes back to camp at some point, but that's fine. There we go. Keep grabbing everything. One step at a time between things. Grab all of that. Okay. Quick save. Now we're in a cellar. Do you think this leads to the sewers? I don't know. Well, I am encumbered though. You know what we could do? We could go into our camp supply sack and send all of that to camp. That gives us a little bit of weight back.
Step carefully.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's your own fault. I said whoa. There we go. Group, come back here. Well, we just lost the wood woad. And the dryad. Okay. They drop twisting vines when they die? Interesting. Disable the vent.
Trap. Be cautious.
Okay. That's fine. Disable this one. That looks like that's going to be a good staff in the center. head in here.
Trap. Be cautious.
Yeah, that's the vent. I think we're immune to cloud kill because we're we still have the buff. I think the other people didn't have the buff. Disease is poisoned, being frightened. Yeah, I think that this counts as like a poison.
Step carefully.
So we're immune.
There's a trap.
So that's fine. But obviously Will isn't, because Will didn't get the buff because he died. Okay, over here.
Trap. Be cautious.
Ooh. Right. Deal with the traps. That's fine, this one. There we go. Now this one. There we go. All I want to do is loot, and there's all these traps. I don't know, why don't they just make it easier for me to loot?
Trap.
Come on, did they not know I was coming? Right. There we go. The last one is here.
Watch how you go.
There we go.
There's a trap.
Katana. Wait, that's the first time we've seen a katana, right? I didn't even register it. That must be the first time we've seen a katana. Interesting. Does it do anything? No, it's just a katana. I'm just sure we haven't seen one before. Alright, well, whatever. It's obviously a Mind Flayer. I mean, Lae'zel would love it here. That's all I can say. She'd be like, ooh, planning ahead. Okay. Can't grab the blocks, probably for the best, so I don't click on all of them individually. Right. Grab those, grab that. Keep grabbing all that we can. It's fine, we'll be over encumbered in a second. Or just encumbered in this game, I guess. It's just a staff. There's nothing special, it's literally just staff. Okay. He doesn't really seem to have anything in here. Let's lockpick this. I failed because I didn't do the thing that I always forget to do. Well, I always think, nah, I don't need to do that. The guidance check. Every time I forget to do guidance, we fail. Every time I do guidance, we pass by like a ridiculous amount. Little giant finger. Nice. So we can make more strength potions. That's good. Okay. Grab all that. Oh, we're now encumbered. That's fine. Do a sort by type. Send all of that to Will. Send everything from here to Will. Just trying to reduce the amount that we're lugging around. There we go. Get all of these. Yeah, send them to Will. Oh, I actually meant to send those to camp. Never mind. Whatever. Send those to Will. Good. Right. That's what I was looking for. Let's do a type sort. Wonderful. Right. Keep grabbing loot. Ooh, lockpick. What have we got in here? We have... Ooh, a book. Confidant of a Duke. Perhaps because he rose from humble beginnings before becoming a Duke of Baldur's Gate, Abdel Adrian made it a habit of donning a hooded cloak and roaming the city streets incognito, observing the citizenry and taking the pulse of the town, as he used to put it. It was on one of these urban excursions that I first met him, at an outside table on the Elfsong's terrace, when we both summoned the same server and ended up buying each other's ales. We struck up a conversation, and upon finding that I was an adventurer, my new friend plied me with questions about my trade as a monster hunter. He soon let slip that he once followed the adventurer's trade, and thereafter we met regularly to share a mug or two and talk tales and tactics. It was some 10 days before I realised my interlocutor was none other than the city's Grand Duke, by which time we were already fast friends, so I wasn't overawed at sharing a table with him. This is followed by rambling on account of Goldbraith's history of Duke Adrian, consisting primarily of a list of stories a list of what stories Goldbraith told the Duke about himself. Okay, cool. It's fine. Just he made a friend. Don't pick up rope. Rope is garbage. It's a get all this rope out of here. Just an awful weight ratio. Out of principle, I don't want to pick it up. Okay. Notes on Mind Flayer anatomy. Insights gleaned from research. Mind Flayers must consume the brains of humanoids in order to stay alive. It's said that the act of devouring a humanoid brain results in a state of euphoria and contributes to the thin glaze of mucus that coats a Mind Flayer's skin. Some researchers go so far as to claim that it's possible to deduce how recently another Mind Flayer fed, and indeed the health of its victim, from the viscosity of that mucus. Little is known about what a Mind Flayer's brain contains. Some have argued that the skulls are filled with eggs that will later become the tadpoles with which they will enthrall their victims. Others propose that the brain is in fact a cluster of pure cerebral nerves, since Mind Flayers procreate by tadpoling humanoids. They technically have no need of genitals, but I have been unable to verify this in the absence of any written record. I have also been unable to verify this, mainly because Lae'zel would kill us, and we would not be able to let anyone else know. How to track an illithid. Alright. A handwritten tome documenting various tried and tested ways to track Mind Flayers and the results of each endeavour. Alright, well, you know, I'm still trying to look for where your son went, to be honest. Button? What did that do? That changed something? I pressed the button and it did something, but I don't know what that was. Press it again. Something's changing. Oh, do you think that just turns the traps on and off? Oh. A thorough account of how to best protect your mind from illithid manipulation and subsequent domination. When dealing with Mind Flayers, remember that it is in their nature to assess the utility, strengths and weaknesses of those around them and to manipulate in order to get what they want. The best countermeasure you can take against a Mind Flayer is to simply avoid it. Any attempts to outsmart it will fail. If that is not an option, then there are 3 things to remember that might just save your mind. 1. Pay attention to its actions, not its words. Where Mind Flayers are concerned, it is true that actions speak louder than words, especially words that are tailor-spoken to fit a Mind Flayer's manipulative agenda. Strengthen your relationship with others. The greatest thing you can do to offset a Mind Flayer's designs upon you is to have allies, strong allies. Trust in those you know you can trust and build your relationships with them. They're the ones who will have your back when you most need it. 3. Even Mind Flayers have wants and desires. The only circumstance in which a relationship with a Mind Flayer may be beneficial to you is if you both want exactly the same thing. In the unlikely case that this is true, bear in mind that once you have outlived your purpose to a Mind Flayer, it will have no use to you. Now this is incredibly interesting, because this lines up exactly with the Emperor, right? Pay attention to its actions, not its words. Strengthen your relationship with others, so your allies. Make sure you have a strong bond. So the first 2 are very obvious. And then the third one. In the unlikely case that this is true, bear in mind that once you've outlived your purpose to a Mind Flayer, it will have no use for you. Interesting. That definitely implies that once we have outlived our purpose, the Emperor is gonna, you know, betray us, at least according to that. Vampire duality? Now look, the thing is, your basic vampire has 2 instincts, right? Feed and make little vampires. Nonsense, utter crap, no such thing as basic anything. The personality of a vampire has as many facets as a schizophrenic diamond. This statement seems contradicted only a few paragraphs later. Naturally, when you come down to it, the unidimensional qualities inherent to the vampire make them ideal predators. Their minds are narrow, scarlet threads of cruelty spooled over a yarn ball of ravenous hunger. And only a few paragraphs later, yet who doesn't adore the darkly romantic complexity of the vampire, the gusto of their love, the wildness of their passion? Weird. Alright, we'll take the mug of beer. Red. Okay. Here we go. Get your axe got broke. Maglubeat, your axe got broke, your whips don't sting, your priests all croaked. Show your face and we'll take your eyes, then chop you down to goblin size. The absolute will make you kneel, beg and grovel, bleed and squeal. Interesting. I think we've seen that before, but I don't know why we're seeing it here. Well, I suppose it is Mind Flayer related, so. But it's just interesting, you know? Alright, well, time to leave. Oh, we have to save against twisting vines. I forgot that those were there. Alright. Well, we discovered next to nothing in there. That's good. Always like discovering next to nothing. Right. Let's see here. So that's there. That's the Blushing Mermaid. Let's head down this way next. Mailbox. Alright. We can't even go in here. Wish me luck, old man. Uncle, you may have retired from the Fist, but your influence lives on. Today your favourite nephew finally got his overdue promotion to Gauntlet. Meet me this evening at the Singing Lute, and we'll hoist a few in celebration while we watch the sun go down beyond the sea tower. And don't worry, old man, I'll make sure you get home before your bedtime. Bildo. Makes me wonder whether we've seen that name before and whether potentially we killed that name before. Maybe not. Maybe not, but that would be weird if like you see these messages in Baldur's Gate and then you realize the messages are from people earlier in the game who you've been killing. Anyway.
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you?
The girl is hiding something from the other one. She has candy in her pocket.
What's that you're hiding in your pocket, citizen? Looks suspicious.
You spotted it. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy for the absolute.
Wee-hee!
Halt, citizen. Wait right here for Steel Watcher scanning.
Can you send me next? I'm on an urgent mission. Oh wait, no. I think the small citizen next to you has contraband candy in her pocket.
Ooh, a snitch. I mean, good tip there, citizen. You may pass.
Aha.
Don't move, Cinnamon. Now, inspection protocol initiated. Hand over that candy.
Hello.
Ha ha! You ratted Cinnamon out! I call dibs on that candy!
Alright, sure. I have partaken in the game and the people like me better now.
Hey, good looking.
Let's just have a look. We're not max on approval with these people. I mean, we are with Will, obviously. Will and I, we're like, you know, keep going. You know, we're very approving of each other. Jaheira is like, I could take or leave him.
The mermaid, faithful
okay,
readers,
down here.
has the tackiest art.
Let's see what we got.
Matched only in disappointment.
Bunch of cabbages that have all spilled over. Okay, can't help but feel that that's a reference. I would imagine to Avatar, I would guess. The fact that we keep finding crates of cabbages.
What's
well,
that?
don't mind if I do. Just a little dig in here. Sneaky digging. Am I allowed to take what's in it? Nope. Alright, I did though. I did. Now what are you gonna do?
Watching me.
Okay. Well, with that, I think what we're gonna do. Also, this is an impressive looking building. What I think we're gonna do is we're gonna end the episode there. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, we're gonna fully investigate the Blushing Mermaid and, well, see what's going on there. So thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.